Alain Delon, one of the most captivating stars in cinematic history, has not only defined French cinema but also left a mark on global film culture. His story is one of talent, controversy, romance, and heartbreak, a life as intense and multifaceted as any character he portrayed. Born in the Parisian suburb of Sceaux on November 8, 1935, Dylan came into the world amid complex family circumstances that would shape his personality and career. Raised amidst the turbulence of a broken family and periods spent with various guardians, his early years set the stage for a life marked by intense, sometimes dramatic, personal relationships. Dylan's parents divorced when he was only 4, an event that left a lasting impression on him. Unable to care for him, they placed Delon in foster care, where he found temporary stability. However, the tragic loss of his foster parents forced him back into his biological parents' lives. Moving between his mother and father's homes meant frequent upheavals, which fostered a sense of independence, resilience, and perhaps a certain wariness of emotional attachment. His educational journey was similarly tumultuous. Delon was sent to a strict Catholic boarding school, St. Nicolas d'Igny in Issy-les-Moulineaux, where he reportedly struggled to conform, resulting in his expulsion from multiple schools. Even at this young age, Delon displayed a rebellious spirit that would later become an integral part of his screen persona. At 14, Delon left formal education and joined his stepfather in his delicatessen business. He trained to become a butcher, and though this path was far from the glitz of movie stardom, it provided him with skills and discipline that would serve him later. Around this time, Delon's first brush with cinema occurred when he appeared briefly in a 22-second silent film created by Olivier Barron, a family friend. Although he was young and the role minor, it was a taste of the world that would later become his own. In 1953, when he was 17, Delon joined the French Navy and was stationed at the Brest Naval Base. However, his rebellious streak persisted, and he faced disciplinary action for minor infractions. These brushes with authority culminated in a dramatic turn when he was caught pilfering equipment and, later, a jeep, leading to his eventual discharge. Reflecting on his time in the military, Delon credited it with instilling discipline, though it ultimately proved incompatible with his nature. By the mid-1950s, Delon was back in Paris, working odd jobs to survive. He spent time as a waiter, a docker, and even worked in construction, jobs that, while difficult, deepened his understanding of human nature and the struggles of the working class. It was during this period that he began associating with notable personalities in Paris's social and artistic circles, including the legendary singer Dalida, with whom he had a brief affair. Through these connections, Delon was introduced to the theater and film world. His good looks and undeniable charisma caught the attention of various casting directors, leading to his first significant opportunity to break into acting. Delon's film debut in Quand la femme s'en mêle in 1957 was well received, and soon he was cast in a series of roles that highlighted his intense gaze and brooding persona. His career truly skyrocketed with Purple Noon 1960, an adaptation of Patricia Highsmith's novel The Talented Mr. Ripley, where he portrayed Tom Ripley, a charming yet morally ambiguous character. Delon's portrayal captivated audiences and critics alike, firmly establishing him as a compelling and enigmatic screen presence. The success of Purple Noon led to more prominent roles, and soon Delon became a leading man not only in France but internationally. His performance in Jean-Pierre Melville's Le Samouraï 1967 solidified his image as a stoic, introspective anti-hero. As Jeff Costello, a contract killer with his own code of ethics, Delon delivered a masterclass in restrained emotion, creating a character that remains iconic in film history. His minimalist acting style, complemented by his understated fashion choices, sharp suits, muted colors, and his signature cigarette embodied a cool, unapproachable aesthetic that set him apart from his contemporaries. Delon's refusal to learn English for Hollywood roles added to his mystique, making him a distinctly European star with a global fan base. While Delon's professional life flourished, his personal life was marked by high-profile romances, including a famous relationship with Romy Schneider. The two met on the set of Christine 1958 and quickly became one of Europe's most beloved couples. Their relationship, however, was tempestuous, reflecting the passion and intensity for which both were known. Although they eventually parted ways in 1964, Delon and Schneider maintained a deep connection until her untimely death in 1982. Delon later stated that Schneider was the love of his life, a sentiment underscoring the profound impact she had on him, despite the many relationships that followed. After his split with Schneider, Delon married actress Nathalie Barthélemy, with whom he had a son, Anthony Delon. Their marriage, however, was short-lived, and they divorced after only a few years. Delon then entered into a 10-year relationship with French actress Marielle Darc. The two shared a strong bond and often appeared together in public, becoming another celebrated couple in French media. Although their relationship eventually ended, Delon and Darc remained close friends, showcasing the loyalty and lasting affection he often maintained with his former partners. Delon's film career continued to flourish throughout the 1970s and 1980s, despite media attention on his personal life and rumored connections to criminal organizations. However, he managed to shift focus back to his work, receiving critical acclaim for his role in Notre Histoire 1984, for which he won the César Award for Best Actor. This recognition, along with his later induction into the French Legion of Honor, affirmed his place as a respected figure in French cinema. In 2019, Delon was awarded an honorary Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, cementing his legacy as one of France's most iconic actors. Delon's approach to acting was unique. He once said that he saw acting as a way to express the intense emotions he struggled to convey in real life. This introspective method led him to portray characters who were often silent, complex, and morally ambiguous. His style contrasted sharply with the larger-than-life personas of Hollywood stars, embodying instead a detached coolness that made his performances memorable. Even today, actors cite Delon's work in Le Samouraï and Purple Noon as a profound influence. Alain Delon's legacy extends beyond his films. He became a style icon, with his tailored suits and casual elegance inspiring generations of actors and fashion enthusiasts. He cultivated an image of mystery, power, and vulnerability, a blend that resonated deeply with audiences. This enigmatic allure continues to attract fans, making Delon not only a legendary actor but a symbol of a certain kind of masculinity, refined, introspective, and untamed. Though he often portrayed hardened characters on screen, Delon has spoken candidly about the loneliness he has experienced in life. Despite his charm and success, he has grappled with the emotional scars of his early years, the demands of fame, and the heartache of losing people he cared about deeply. His reflection on Romy Schneider as the love of his life offers a glimpse into a side of Delon that the public rarely sees: a man who, despite his hardened exterior, was capable of profound love and connection. This vulnerability has only added to his enduring appeal. In recent years, Delon's life has quieted and he has become more reclusive. He has spoken openly about his feelings on aging and has shared his reflections on life, fame, and love in numerous interviews. He remains a revered figure in cinema, respected not only for his work but for the authenticity he brought to his roles and the passion with which he lived his life. Alain Delon's journey is one of resilience, passion, and an unwavering dedication to his craft, qualities that make him one of the most captivating figures in film history. Through the highs and lows, Delon's life story mirrors the dramatic arcs of his greatest characters. A man of contradictions, Delon is both fiercely independent yet deeply affected by those he loved. His legacy is not only in the films he leaves behind but in the lasting influence of his unique style, complex persona, and the deep emotional impact he has had on audiences and fellow actors alike. As he once said, he has lived his life with intensity, and it is this intensity that makes Alain Delon a legend.